Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Wacky Craft Bags. This week we are going to make a fall sun catcher that you can hang on your window. So it's a really simple craft. All you need is the craft kit from the library and a pair of scissors, and that's it. So let's get started. So every kit is going to come with the same thing. So you're going to get your embroidery hoop. You're going to get about 8 fabric leaves. You're going to get 3 pieces of twine. So there's 3 different sizes. And you're going to get 2 pieces of contact paper. You're going to want scissors, but hold on to that till the end. You're also going to get a suction cup. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is I want to split my embroidery hoop apart. So you're just going to twist this top piece, the screw up here, till the 2 pieces separate, okay? We're going to use the smaller inner piece first. It's the piece that doesn't have this. So you can put this piece aside. We'll get to it in a minute, but we're going to use this piece in a second. Move everything out of your way because you're going to want your contact paper first. So this is about a square foot, and there's the 2 sides. So this is the paper side, and then this is the actual contact side. And you're going to want to peel them apart carefully because you see how it's very rolly. Contact paper will stick to anything, which is good because we want our leaves to stick to it, but we don't want it to stick to anything else. So very carefully, I'm going to lay it so the sticky side is up. See, sticking on my finger. And you're going to put the other piece aside. So I have my sticky side down. I'm going to take the hoop, the inside hoop, and you're going to lay it down as close to the center as possible. Okay, don't press it down. This is just so that we know where to put our leaves. So I've got a roughly equal side on this side and then on the top and the bottom, which you can't quite see, but I don't want to play around too much with this. Okay, so now once you have your inside hoop just resting on the contact paper, you're going to take your leaves. Now, it doesn't matter which side faces which way. You just want to decorate the interior of the hoop because this is the inside of our sun catcher. And you do want your leaves to stick down. So I'm going to kind of rub them down. You can have them overlap. On the one side, they will look overlapped. On the other side, they will not. That's okay. Some of them are a little bit rumplier than others. We are going to put another piece of contact paper on top of this so they'll stay flat. You can decorate your sun catcher in any design that you'd like. You can use all the leaves, you can use some of the leaves, whatever you would like. If you'd like, you could cut them up. They are just that fabric kind of material, so it is up to you. But it's going to look nicer if you have it as full as you can get it. Okay, so once your leaves are stuck down, you're going to very carefully peel off the embroidery hoop. Try not to take your leaves with it. It was sort of just so we knew where our leaves were going to go, and put that aside. Now, you're going to take your other piece of contact paper, and even more carefully than you've done anything else, you're going to peel it apart. So again, you're going to find the 2 edges, and you're going to very carefully peel off so you have 2 sides. Now I've got the sticky side facing up. You're going to put the sticky sides together, and that can be tricky. And if it's not perfect, don't panic. Just do the best you can. Sometimes going slowly helps. So I started at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see with the glare. But I started at the bottom and I'm very carefully sort of folding it forward and then very carefully squishing them together. And see, my leaves are now stuck on the inside, okay? All right, now you want to peel it off from whatever surface. I'm on a kind of just a wood surface. That might be your best bet, but I've got just this kind of packet with leaves on the inside. You want to put this in between your embroidery hoop. I'm going to open this a little bit more to make it a little looser because it's going to be hard. I'm adding a level of layers with this. So I'm going to put that down and center my leaves. So I've got my bigger piece on the bottom. I'll put my leaves on top and I'm going to kind of squish them into the embroidery hoop. So yeah, I'm going to make this a little bigger. This part is probably the trickiest. So just take your time. Go slowly. All right, so let's center it again. I put the bigger piece there. I'm trying to squish the littler piece into the bigger piece with, there we go. It's coming, it's going slowly, it's tricky. There, sort of. Okay, so it is in. Oh, and it popped right back out. That's okay. You want to, once they're in together, you want to try to tighten this embroidery hoop. So I'm going to kind of hold it and then turn this the other way. And again, just go slowly. If you feel like the hoop is popping out, just hold it back in. So now they are together. See, they're pretty flush. It's not great, but it's better. And once you've trimmed off a lot of the excess, you can maybe tighten it some more. So now you have to trim off the contact paper. Don't go too crazy because you want the contact paper to keep your leaves together. And you want it to stay in your embroidery hoop. So if you have a little bit sticking out, it's okay. It is together, and now I'm going to tighten it a little bit more because I've got a lot of the extra contact paper out. Sometimes at the top, because of where the mechanism to put them together, you'll get a little gapping. Like here, there's some bubbles. That's okay. It's how it is. Just tighten some more. And we're going to put a bow up here anyway, so you won't be able to see that. Okay, I think I am pretty well together. So here's the main part of my Suncatcher. See, both sides look pretty good, so I can hang it on either side. So I'm going to put this aside for a second, and we're going to make the ribbon now on the top. So we have like a twine ribbon up here. I'm going to show you how to make that. So you have 3 pieces of twine in your kit. You might have orange, you might have yellow. It doesn't matter. You've got two that are sort of the same length, but not quite. So I've got these two, one's slightly longer than the other one. And then you've got a really long one. And so this long one is the one that we're going to use to make the bow. And basically, you're just going to make loops. So see, I've sort of folded it. I still have a lot more here to go. So I folded it to make a loop, maybe a couple inches. I'm going to fold it the other way. So now I've got a loop on this end and a loop on this end. I'm going to fold it again. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6. If yours are a little longer, you might get 7, you might get 8, but it's about 6. And see, on each end, I've got some loops like that, and then I've got 2 little tails in there, but that's okay. You're going to take the longer of the 2 pieces of string, and in the center of this, you're going to make a knot. So see, I've just made, I did one. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to do one more on this side and kind of pull it down so that the tails kind of go towards the bottom, like that. And there's a cute little bow. And you take your Suncatcher, whichever side you kind of want to be the front, you can pick, I kind of like this side better, and we're going to attach it to this with our 3rd piece of yarn, of twine. So I'm just going to very carefully through this hook here, and then I'm going to put that there. And if you want, you can trim pieces off after you've made your knots. Let's make sure it's in the center. Just make sure it's tied on really well. Or you can leave them as part of your bow. I'm going to kind of put these 3 together. And then these are together. And you have finished your leaf Suncatcher. You can take your suction cup and hook it on, and you are all done. That's it. So that is how you make a fall leaf Suncatcher. If you wanted to, you could go outside and collect your own materials. As the seasons change, you can get leaves, sticks, acorns. If you do get leaves, make sure they're really dry before you do this craft. And if you put anything in, just make sure you have extra contact paper so you can stick things together really well. But this is a nice decoration to hang out through the fall. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for more content soon. Thanks, bye!